Blizzard today has made a blue post expressing their plans for the current Wrath pre-patch queues and lockout timers, which there being absolutely no plans and it's just another Blizzard L. I'm gonna take y'all through the article and we'll get into some other Blizzard news. So starting paragraphs, Blizzard acknowledges community frustration. Community would reasonably be frustrated with 3 to 5 hour queue times. That's half a work shift. Honestly, let's put this in perspective of an average WoW player, 30 years old, balding, has a wife and some kids, named Robert, works around 50 hours a week, comes home to find out that one of their kids has been suspended from school for 2 weeks, trying to flush a whole backpack down a toilet, multiple toilets, tries to escape reality to play some WoW with the boys, to find out that he has to wait in a 4 to 5 hour queue time. He only has 4 hours before he has to go back to bed because he has the morning shift tomorrow. Well, I hope Robert likes waiting in those 4-hour queues. Also, Blizzard states in this paragraph that there's misinformation going on about realms and free transfers. The realms that these transfers bring you to are straight garbage. You cannot play on Silveris if you're an Alliance player because it's the 99% Horde-dominated PvP server, and old Blanchy has a server population of 500. Like a retirement home or something. They also acknowledge the term Mega Realm, and then the disabled character creation within these Mega Realms, being Benediction, Ferelina, Globulus, and many EU servers. They use the term heavy-handed to describe the choice that they made for cutting off players from being able to play with their friends within these Mega Realms. Then states that the realms conditions are untenable and will only get worse if the Mega Realms exist. They're also monitoring other upcoming Mega Realms, such as Whitemane, Pagel, whatever have you. And then trying to push their solutions by saying that we need more folks to move. Of course you need more folks to move, but the servers you offered are straight garbage. No one wants to move to neither of them servers unless you have Horde, of course, wanting to move to Sulfuris. More Blizzard favoritism showed to Horde players, of course. And then the next paragraph, thanking people who transferred, and then hard coping about how viable that these servers are, when we know the servers that they offered are not viable. Come on, Blizzard. Then they state, and I quote, "I advised doing so," swapping servers, "before they become too full." I'm sure we don't have to worry about that anytime soon, as we endeavor to end transfers before we allow them to queue, and we may do suddenly without warning. Wow. Wow, dude. Moving on to the next paragraph so I can lose some more brain cells. They state Sulfuris has a 1 1/3 concurrency of a 2008 server, full server, meaning the server size is 1/3 of a full realm back in 2008. Specifically Sulfuris. Of course, old Blanchy has barely grown an inch. And this is why Benediction is still heavily populated. Maybe Ferelina and Globulus are losing their Horde population, while Benediction has nowhere else to go besides old Blanchy. Nobody wants to live on a server named after a dead horse. There's been over 40,000 character transfers to Sulfuris. I mean, whenever I look at the statistics, they just don't say that. From the statistics we do have, which is Ironforge Pro, which may not be completely accurate, there are currently barely even 2,000 players online on the server at a time. So I don't know where 40,000 is coming from. And now saying that Sulfuris is four times the server size of a server from 2008. A full realm from 2008. Just hard copium coming from Blizzard. And not to mention, we don't know what that even means. How many people are really on the server at a time, Blizzard? All we have to find out about that is Ironforge Pro. And we know websites like this are not always accurate. They just expect us to believe whatever they say blindly whenever they lie a ton of time. They have also opened a new server called Erinkis. Never heard of them. On the US, they're planning on making a new server for the EU as well. It can only be accessed if you transferred a character from Benediction, Ferelina, or Globulus to Erinkis. You cannot make a new character on this realm because it is locked, along with the other 3 realms I just mentioned. They also mentioned that they're not adding more layers, which was a solution that some players came up with. Players who don't know how server capacity works. Remember, we pay $15 a month for these services, plus some expansion and battle pass costs. And they refuse to fix these problems. But rest assured, there is a store amount coming, and Bobby will get his bonus check. Then they go on to cope about how well the dead, the viable, awesome servers are doing relative to a 2008 full realm, which we don't know the meaning of. Here's a meaningless chart no one gives a fuck about. The Blizzard poster wishes they can share the exact numbers. I mean, why not? We pay 15 fucking bucks a month. I would like to see some numbers. I actually want to see some facts coming from Blizzard. But of course, our prayers fall on deaf ears once again, brothers. They're probably scared to show numbers because they don't want to scare their investors away. and then more cope. The closing statements about realm health and management being the most difficult part about balancing in WoW Classic. They also want to end the concept of a mega realm, which they've created, by the way, by letting massive amount of people transferring there in the first place. This really just shows how Blizzard doesn't care, won't care, don't want to hear about it anymore. They don't care about your characters. They don't care about your guild. Definitely don't care about the fact that you pay 15 bucks a month to wait in a 4-hour line. They want to use their crappy solution that has no real proof of being successful, and only proof being 100% horde dominated realm that people are transferring to from, let me guess, Faralina, with really no place for Alliance players to go to besides Old Blanchy, which, why the fuck would we want to play on Old Blanchy? And not to mention, the new Fresh realm is also full already. People are waiting in 10,000 player queues to play on the brand new realms. We also have Wrath of the goddamn Lich King coming out in 3 weeks. So if you're playing on these servers, you either have to pay a transfer to Pagel, if you're on Benediction, and at least if you're Horde, you get a free transfer to Sulfuras, which is pretty much just like Faralina. Except with only 1/5 of the player population. The Horde has a completely better alternative than the Alliance does. Old Blanchy is just a has-been server. I don't even know why it's still here after the server nuke, and I don't see how Aaron Kiss, this brand new server, is gonna fix any of the problems. Literally just a dusted off old server from the nuke. Solutions that I have in mind that could help fix server overpopulation: add cross-realm arena. Because a lot of players who want to play in Wrath definitely want to be PvPers, such as me. Add Dungeon Finder and also make that cross-realm. We have this cross-realm technology in retail. I don't see why they can't add it to Classic. Get rid of this current Dungeon Finder that you've added to Classic. When I'm leveling, I definitely don't want to deal with a glitchy, buggy system that I don't have no clue how this works. Most people are still just using general chat. Make transfers free, regardless to which server you transfer to, regardless if it's Pagel, Old Blanchy, Westfall, and just offer more alternatives. If you want to go through this only being able to transfer to dead realms path, just offer more alternatives. All we have on NA are 2 alternatives, and only one of them is good if you're a Horde. The other alternative is just another dead realm. Why would anyone want to transfer to it? I've stated it multiple times. Old Blanchy, dead realm. Just get rid of it. Combine it with another realm. Do something with it. No one wants to play on it. On other news, the pre-patch event has dropped on Classic. Conspicuous crates are appearing in places such as Booty Bay. Once open, infecting you, turning you into a zombie after 10 minutes. Unless cleansed by an Argent healer. Hopefully no one touches these crates, right? So stay away from crates. Stay away from people with this debuff. Practice social distancing. Maybe even quarantine yourself in a Mega Realm server queue. Even quarantine yourself in your Mega Realm Mega queue with your Mega Pint. And everything's going to see all right. That's the end of this video. Like, subscribe, follow my Twitter, follow my Twitch if I'm streaming on it. I'm still not sure which platform I like streaming on more. YouTube, I tend to get more viewers, but 90% of the viewers I get don't chat. And on Twitch, I get 0 viewers. I'm lucky if anyone even shows up to the chat or even shows up to the stream. I might just hold off on the whole streaming thing in general and just completely focus on making videos like these, coming up with new series ideas, because streaming from nothing is really hard. All right, y'all. Arc out. See ya.